Winter, she's in high school. She's not doing too good. Like, that's what she does. But she ended up giving it up to try to fix her, like, high school grades and, like, try to get good grades, get good college. And her only form of support was her boyfriend, Cody. And she was absolutely in love with him. Winter ends up pregnant by accident, and she's very distraught. So she tells him, and to her surprise, he's extremely supportive, and he's like, that's like, this is so great, like, I'll get a job, and, like, we could live at home, and we can have a family, and just becomes a housewife. New music artist that she likes, that she found, because she can relate to a lot of songs and feels very connected to them, and she decides to share them with her son, because she thinks that he will like them. She sees him with another girl. The girl has a wedding ring, or like a engagement ring. So Cody has proposed to this other woman while still being married to Winter. Winter is reasonably very upset, and then she remembers Levi, and she's like, uh-oh, child, trauma, let's not let that happen. Too late. And she gives him her favorite scarf, and then she heads out. And she doesn't come back. Bye, Winter, never gonna see you again. With Chester is his main inspiration. Fun lore fact, his second biggest inspiration is actually Friday Night Funkin' music, because I said so. Week 2 is his favorite, don't ask. And it's basically an entire article about how she talks about how much she loved Chester, and then it's like, well, why would I leave such a guy? Well, it's because I caught him in bed with another woman. Fun, isn't it? And it also goes on to explain that he had a heroin addiction and was prone to having very bad anger problems when he was on drugs. It's like, if you didn't read the newspaper this morning, here you go. I left my husband because he's an asshole. He starts attacking those, like, people trying to defend Chester. Levi's stage name is Gravity, by the way.
Gravity?
Gravity? Gravity?
Gravity, sir.
And this also pisses Levi off even more, because, like, he's not over it, why is everybody else over it? Why is it? But it's not a personal problem, no. That would be stupid. What? A personal problem? No. And his manager, who is named Sam Caliver, he decides he wants to host a competition he names Singer Showdown. Okay, every singer who signs up is given a number, and then on stage they draw the numbers from a hat, and whichever 2 numbers they draw, those 2 singers have to work together to create a bunch of songs over a few months. Chester's like, I don't want to be paired with some child or something. And eventually Levi is just taking a walk downtown, and he sees the poster, and he's like, huh. I mean, I got nothing else to do. Beats sitting in my house being sad and having no ideas. And so he signs up, and he gets number 14.
Number 14?
They pull out number 6 out of the hat. And Sam's like, oh, it's Dazzle. He pulls out number 14. Sam looked into, like, do we gotta, like, sue this guy? And then he was like, no, it's not worth it. And he's like, ahem. Professional setting, please. And he's like, yes, sorry, Gravity. And then Chester's like, wait, what? Levi, being a smug bitch, Sam's like, hey, Chester, you seem sad. Maybe that's because your wife left you. Now you're forced to work with a child who hates you. You want to come get lunch? And he's like, okay. Then Chester was like, alright, see you another time. And just, like, went to bed, and Levi was just kind of sat in his living room, because he didn't actually have a way to get home. And eventually, Levi just snaps, and he starts screaming and, like, crying about, just kind of pouring his heart out about, like, how much he used to love him, and how much he looked up to him, and how much it meant to him and his family, and how, like, his music helped him cope through, like, the hardest moments of his life, which would be, like, his parents' divorce, trying to get along with his stepmom, and, like, just kind of everything. And so Levi starts walking away to go just do their final and get it over with so they don't have to see each other anymore. And Chester just he doesn't know what to say, and he just calls back, hey, so you don't want the guitar? And Levi is pissed. He walks over, slaps him. Honestly, kind of deserved that. And he takes the guitar and he snaps it in half over his knee. But he takes off his glasses and he tells Levi that he's sorry.